We've seen the headlines. We've read the articles. We've heard the stories.
Yes or no? Did you ever take banned substances to enhance your cycling performance?
Yes. This girl who I committed myself to died on September 12th. Now I get a phone call on December 6th saying that she's alive.
I was unfaithful. I had affairs. I cheated.
When there's a scandal, specifically in the world of sports, the media instantly takes the facts and runs with them without looking back.
News, sports media will always be attracted to the most popular news value, and the most popular, prominent news value is conflict.
The athlete gets a lot of glory if something good happens, but, if something goes negative, it's a big story the other way around.
Athletes are put under a microscope as leaders and role models. But does the media only focus on the negatives?
We hear about these very isolated events, and we make them larger than what they need to be.
There's a lot more coverage for negative stories and for negative ethical situations, for negative morality.
The news media attention will always go there. It doesn't matter the bad.
And welcome to Enough with the BS podcast. Thank you, however, wherever you may be listening. We are back. I know it was a short hiatus. We definitely put out some shows.
Yeah, you did. You held it down.
Yeah, we put out some shows. We had more than usual. We had one on the Rio Olympics, and we did one on the NFC South. Mm-hmm. Some of you may heard the show. Some of you may never hear the show because I took them down. Both of them. I got a lot of feedback from you guys, and a couple of you guys was just letting me know that the sound was not up to par. Yeah. And so, when I was heard, that the sound didn't meet your approval, and I mean you, the listener, when I say your, I took them down.
Hey, start from scratch.
Yeah, start from scratch. We are back at Studio Purple.
Let's get it.
Almost went to Studio Princess today, but I don't want to go in that room.
I get you.
So we'll definitely stick to Studio Purple. Once again, this is Enough with the BS podcast. My name is Tyler Butler. This is my brother Josh Smith. Josh, how was your week, man?
It was pretty good, man. It's pretty good. The weekend's going by so fast. But
it seemed like it was just
yesterday.
Yeah, yesterday.
It was really good. Yeah.
That's today. See if we can get us some music popping off.
Get a little background.
I got used to that. Last show, some of you guys that I don't know if you heard, but I put out a Dallas Cowboys series. It's just me. Wish I had my brother on it, but due to
nope.
You don't want to be on it?
Nope.
You want to talk about them Cowboys?
Nah, no reason to.
Well, there's plenty of reason now. It's just not the best reason, unfortunately.
Yeah, no.
But I'm thinking about just for the Carolinas, and I almost did it for this week, but I didn't have the time. Mm-hmm. Is having a Panther series.
I can dig that.
That may be our second show every Sunday.
We might have to try that up for him.
We'll see. I don't know if I have the desire to do
I'll
Carolina.
carry that part for you. No, don't worry about that. I got that for you. So, yeah.
I guess I go co-host on that.
There you go. I'll leave that one all day.
But hey, today's topic, ladies and gentlemen, is going to be about the role models. I know there's been a lot of talk. Was that discussed on ESPN?
I don't think so.
No, I don't think they was talking about a role model. They was talking about a lot of other issues, inner city issues. Shout out to D-Wade. I apologize to hear about your family member.
Definitely.
Sorry for the loss, my man. But this show is going to be about role models because a lot of people that's been in the news as of late, and personally, it brings up the question that should our athlete be a role model, or should they just be, athletes? And, a lot of it's been so many topics coming out as of late. You got Hope Solo, Michael Bennett situation. We're not going to discuss him too much. Might discuss him a little bit. But Joey Bosa and even Dak Prescott is a little bit, could be considered a role model now.
He's the leader now.
Yeah, he's the man. He's definitely the captain now.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're gonna discuss that and a little bit of backstory that you may not know about Dak Prescott, plus some of these other athletes. And yeah, we're just gonna get into it. But before I give my definition, or really Webster's definition of a role model, what's like your view of a role model?
I mean, it's just somebody you look up to. I mean, it don't necessarily have to be sports, I don't really think an athlete, you shouldn't be looking up to an athlete like, as your role model, because like you said, a lot of them don't care about you. So,
yeah, the majority don't.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Russell Wilson, he's a good guy.
Russell loves the kids. Cam is a very kid-friendly person.
He is.
Now, but he hasn't done anything wrong.
I mean, that Super
off
Bowl.
The field.
Not off the field, yeah, not off the field.
Yeah, now that little tantrum he threw after the game.
And then, like, not diving on the ball, like, is that who you're looking up to? You're just not going to dive for fumbles? You're not going to get to the league like that?
Yeah, hey, I mean, that's definitely one way to look at it. Right. Cam doesn't dive.
But like you said, off the field issues, he doesn't have any.
Absolutely. He's a good guy. I like Cam.
Yeah, he's all right.
As hard as I am on Cam, which...
He has fun. I'll say that. He does have fun. He's a good guy, but like you said, I'm just not with the athletes and role model thing,
Yeah, I mean, I thought Charles Barkley said it best. Like, I'm not a role model.
Exactly.
I'm not here to raise your kids.
No, exactly.
But once we get into breakdown, maybe athletes should embrace that as being role models. They're in the limelight. You got to realize people are looking up to you. Mm-hmm. But a role model. What exactly is a role model? According to Webster, it's a person that's looked to by others as an example to be imitated.
Okay.
So I guess, athletes can fit that realm. Now, I remember ESPN Marcellus Wiley stated on that show that I wish I could remember the name of the show. They had like a round table discussion in Chicago. But he said, quote unquote, that athletes shouldn't be role models.
No.
It should be the child's parent or police officer or fireman. But I mean, guys, let's keep it 100 for the streets. In actuality, no kid from the inner city or a single parent household or even a poverty-stricken household is going to look up to their parents or their cops or their firemen. Most of them grow up hating cops.
That's true.
A lot of them grow up hating their parents, unfortunately, because you don't realize what type of situation and sacrifices that your mom or dad might be making, especially single parents. You don't see that when you're young. You see it when you're older.
Yeah.
When you go through your own struggles. But, as a 12-year-old, you want McDonald's every day and your mom just can't bring it home.
Nah.
You don't understand why that's not happening.
Got some McDonald's money?
Yeah, that's the answer. That is the answer, right? You want some Jordans? You got some Jordan money?
Yeah, Jordan money.
You need to go work for Jordan.
There you go.
That's always the number one answer from the mom, but kids, they see the fame, they see the money, and their eyes get a little wide,
Yeah.
Now, it's mostly the lifestyle, especially when you come from a poverty-stricken household.
Yeah.
You see all this fame, you see the lifestyle that the athlete live in, so you just sit there and you daydream that can be you one day.
Yeah.
So you grow up idolizing the Michael Jordan, grow up idolizing Kobe, Allen Iverson, Derek Jeter, a Hope Solo.
Oh, yeah, that's fine doing that. Like I said, on the field of play, if you want to be like Kobe, that's fine. But you gotta understand, like, you can't imitate, like, their personal life. Like, you just can't do it.
Yeah,
like, you gotta be you.
But see, that's the thing though with the little kids. And little kids don't understand personal life.
That's true. That's true.
They just see somebody bouncing a basketball, kicking around a soccer ball, running the football up the field.
And that's fine. You want to shoot like
Kobe? They don't see the blood stain that's going to be on the Bronco. Or the
definitely don't want to look up the OJ.
The side chick that lives in the Philippines, but when you come back to the University of North Carolina, you're with your main chick. You know, they don't see the chick that's in Colorado with the other chick is in Los Angeles, you know?
Like
they don't think about all that.
I mean, you can use them as examples, but like it should be examples of what not to do, you know?
It should be.
But some people want to be just like them.
And I give my example. Who's your role model growing up?
I like Mike, you know, I wanted to be like Michael. But like you said, he didn't really do too much stuff like off the court.
Thank God it wasn't Twitter or like Instagram.
Yeah, none of that. Yeah, he would have been.
There's no telling what Michael would have looked like.
Yeah. But like you said, I guess a lot of rappers, I guess when you're growing up, you look up to the rappers as far as like the extravagant and fancy lifestyle and things like that. But like you said, sports athletes, like you said, there's a certain point I think you can look up to them. And then off the field, you got to be smart enough to have your parents or somebody around you you can look up to kind of know what to do and what not to do.
Yeah.
That's where I think it should stop at, you know?
And unfortunately, especially, you know, kind of staying on the topic of kids growing up in Chicago, you grow up idolizing the wrong person.
Exactly.
It's usually, you know,
drug dealer. Yeah.
Top gangster on the street.
Yeah.
The pimp. So when you see a Michael Jordan with all the success that they're having, a Scottie Pippen, you tend to grasp to them because they're not in the streets.
Yeah.
They're touching lives. They're making factors. At least that's how it looks on TV.
Yeah.
But I mean, we're going to get into the first athlete and break them down. And how I'm going to do this is we're going to play a soundbite from ESPN on every single athlete about their situation.
Okay.
And then we're just going to dive right into it. So we're going to start this off with Hope Solo.
Okay.
Hope Solo is one of the women on a pedestal for women's sports. She's an Olympian. She shouldn't be. And yeah, we're about to discuss that in a second.
Yeah.
But a lot of young girls grow up playing soccer. Hope Solo is you know, and Amy Wambach, but Hope Solo is up there for an American hero.
Wambach's not perfect either.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so.
Yeah, but let's go ahead and get into the soundbite, and then we're going to discuss Hope Solo. And as always, you guys, hit me up, podcasting bs@gmail.com. Let me know what you think. Do you agree with what me and Josh are discussing here? Should an athlete be a role model, or should they just be an athlete? We'll get into it. Let's go ahead and play the soundbite and tackle the issue.
Believe Solo's history or bad behavior, whatever you want to call it, play into this decision?
Well, I think it's pretty clear that 6 months just for calling the other team cowards in the postgame seems pretty outsized. This seems to be something where U.S. Soccer has not given her a lot of meaningful penalty in the past, despite behavior. For example, she was with her husband, Jeremy Stevens, when he was arrested for DUI, driving the team bus, which seems like something that the team would be more interested in penalizing Solo for. But instead, this is the incident, calling the other team cowards. So it seems like this is something that's built up over a period of time. And perhaps if soccer had been penalizing her more meaningfully for some of these things, and these are just the things that we know about. I'm sure that there are plenty of things, interactions perhaps between U.S. Soccer and Solo in the past, something that soccer alluded to in its statement that played into the suspension, then perhaps, you know, we'd have a better picture of what is actually happening here, kind of the iceberg underneath the surface of the water.
In her statement, she said, "I could not be the player I am without being the person I am." What does that tell you about her mentality? Does she understand the gravity of the situation that she's in right now?
Well, I think that it's clear that when athletes are really good at what they do,